Yeah, ask this fellow here. He looks like an agreeable local bumpkin type.
I can see you.
Apologise.
Walking trails in England. Let's go.
What we saw up there was not normal.
As I was walking.
In our opening title sequence, Wraithwood, we used non-diegetic and diegetic sound to really create tension. The non-diegetic sound was to really draw the audience in, whereas our diegetic sound was more ambient kind of sounds, making it and giving it like a more natural feel. And the same you can see here in The Borderlands. They have done the same thing to draw the audience in, like doors creaking. It creates a skeptical tone to the whole piece.
I can see you.
I'm real excited about this. Thank you for
I'm
the
very
opportunity.
glad. Like, type and comment below if you think I should go in the thing. Because look in here, like, it looks... Oh my... Guys, look at this. I'm not even joking.
Both sequences are filming documentaries, but we have done these in slightly different ways. With the Blair Witch Project, they've been using handheld cameras to give it a more realistic feel, whereas for us, we're filming an Instagram video, but it kind of gives the same. Here you can see the contrast of each of our filming. I mean, we've done more wide shots, where they've done first-hand shots.
Your documentary is a warning.
I'm not even joking.
Both of these sequences use props such as stick figures and symbols to create an abnormal and unrealistic tone, which makes the audience very unsettled and works well to help keep that tension or create the tension.
Or is it really quiet in here?
Both of these are set in the woods, which immediately creates a sense of loneliness and isolation, almost foreshadowing that something bad is about to happen to each of these groups. Here are our four characters, James, Layla, Zach and Angus. They are introduced into the sequence very early on, and it is all four of them introduced at the same time. Even though James is our protagonist, he is introduced at the same time as all the others, as you can see now.
Come on, James! Look.
Right.
Guys, we got here.
Oh, cool.
Guys, look at this.
Right, let's go.
James, come on!
Oh, private property. Go on, let's go.
However, here you can see James to be walking further behind from the rest of the group, being distracted or just looking around, also looking a lot more nervous than the rest. By Zach saying, "James, come on," it just shows that he's a lot more scared and anxious about where they are compared to the rest of the group. And this is also shown through shots, through wide shots, also close-ups of his face, staring off into the church.
James. No, I'm not.
The location was perfect for following our narrative, as all we had to do was place the stick symbols across the landscape. We didn't have to change anything. The log was already there, so...
We got here.
Oh, cool.
Guys.
Right, let's go.
James!
Majority of the time we kept our text, fonts and colour the same, and we placed it wherever looked most appealing on each of the shots. However, for Wraithwood at the end, we changed the font to look a lot more scary and unrealistic. A typical horror film would normally be shot at night or when it's dark or the weather's bad. However, we had no control over the weather and this was our shooting day. So unfortunately it was sunny all day. But it still worked out well.
Right, let's go.
James, come on!
Private property. Go on, let's go.
Come on, James.
James, come on. Coming.
They voted. Someone's going to touch it. Who should touch it, guys?
James.
No, I'm not touching it. No, no, no. No, I'm not touching it. I'm not.
Do it.
Here you can see a kind of typical popular teenage group. The girl is online filming, they've got a big following. But you can also see how James is seen as more of an outsider. He's being peer pressured into doing things he doesn't want to do.
James, come on!
This over-the-shoulder selective focus shot of James looking out into the church immediately reinforces the idea that something bad is going to happen.
James, come on. Coming.
Again, there is another over-the-shoulder shot and also a close-up of James looking at the stick symbol before quickly being pulled back to reality by Zach shouting.
No, I'm not touching it. I'm not.
Do it.
This mid-shot, which captures the whole group shoving James into touching the log, and also their facial expressions, laughing and pointing whilst he's going up to touch it, also just reinforces this idea that he's an outcast. Bart's theory of codes was used in our sequence, primarily just to show that it's a horror and thriller film, and we did this through the sticks, through the log, and through the location in itself. Our only female character, Layla, is given the role of Angus's girlfriend, which isn't a main part, and it is also seen how she is used as almost his side piece and just there for him. Stuart Hall's theory on stereotypes is typically used for or around ethnicity. However, comparing it to our opening title sequence, I think we have subverted from the stereotype that a group of adventurous teenagers are dangerous, and that when they go out and visit things that they're not supposed to, that they distract and cause a scene. However, in this, they step away from the danger signs, they don't cause any proper harm or damage to the buildings or their surroundings, which disagrees from the normal stereotype that teenagers are liable and destructive.